How's it going, everybody? This is Darrin with GuitarControl.com bringing you this video lesson, and today I've got 3 more fun and easy riffs for you from Boston. So right now, Guitar Control is giving away this really cool free chord chart. There's a link down in the description where you can download yours. It's in PDF format, just has every chord that you could ever need, all neatly compiled onto one sheet, so just whatever chord you need at a glance. So download it, print it off, throw a copy in your gig bag, put one where you practice, so just wherever you are, whatever situation you have any chord you can need at a glance, and it's a free download. So be sure to click on the link in the description for the tabs, and let's get close up and take a look at these. Alright, so the first one to look at is the riff from Rock and Roll Band. Alright, so this riff is made up of 8th notes for the most part here, so we're going to start off with this E5, so on the downbeat of 1, so it's 1, and then on the and of 1 we're just going to hit the open low E string, so 1 and, then for the downbeat of beat 2, we're going to take our second finger, and we're going to go to the 3rd fret on the low E string, and you can just keep your first finger where it is. And we're going to go to the 3rd fret to the 4th fret with your 3rd finger, and then on the and of 4, A5. So we're just going to take our first finger and move it from being on the 2nd fret of the A string to the 2nd fret of the D string, and the A string open now. So that's our first measure. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So when we hit that on this A5 on the and of 4, it's actually tied to the downbeat of 1 of the second measure. So that's still ringing out 1, and then on the and of 1, the A string open, downbeat of 2, 3rd fret with your 2nd finger, and of 2, 4th fret with your 3rd finger. Then on the downbeat of 3, the A string open, the and of 3 is the 3rd fret of the low E, 2nd finger, the downbeat of 4 is the 4th fret of the low E with your 3rd finger, and then on the and of 4, it's the E5, and then the whole thing just repeats. So you got... Alright, so the next one we're going to look at is Hitch a Ride. So this one here, it is fairly simple too. It's actually using just a regular 5th power chord shape. So we're starting off here, we're on the 7th fret of the D string with your 1st finger, and the 9th fret of the G string with your 3rd finger, and then the A string is open. So we're going to start this, we play the A string, 1, and then on the and of 1, the D string, the downbeat of 2, the G string, and then the and of 2 back to the D string. So 1 and 2 and... Now this part here, this next part is really tricky to get it right. So we got that 1 and 2 and then starting on beat 3, we play the A string and the 7th fret of the D string. We play that on the downbeat, and this is a 16th note. So then on the second 16th note, we slide down to the 5th fret of the D string, and then on the and, we hit the open A string. So, and then the downbeat of 4 is the D string, and the and of 4 is the 7th fret. So we've just taken that shape and moved it down a whole step. So that is our first measure. Okay, now we're going to take our first finger and move it down to the 4th fret. So if this is hard for you to make that stretch, you can use your pinky instead. But if that's what you're doing, you should probably start out with your pinky, so that way you're not having to really, change a lot of fingers. So we move that down to the 4th fret, and now we pick the A string, D string, G string, D string, and then we switch to an A. So we're just going to take our first finger, bar the 2nd fret of the D and the G and the B string, and play the A string open, and that's 3 and 4. We hit the G string and the B string together. And that's the riff. So measures 3 and 4 are the same as measures 1 and 2, and then it just repeats. All right, and then the last one to look at is the riff from Smokin. So this one is fairly easy, it's really repetitive. So the first thing we want to do is bar your first finger across the 2nd fret of the D and the G string, and we hit the open A string on the downbeat of 1. And then on the and of 1, we hit the D and the G string together. But it's a quarter note, so it's 1 and 2 and 3 and. Then we go to the A string, 3rd fret with your 2nd finger, and we're going to pick that and hammer to the 4th fret with your 3rd finger. And then 2nd fret of the D string with your 1st finger, where it should already be. And that's a triplet. So on the transcription it shows 4 measures, but they're all the same thing, and it's just repeated a bunch. So just the first measure and the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th measures as well. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 yellow. That's one measure, and then it just repeats. Now, when I pick this, instead of like all being all downstrokes, I do the A string with a down, and then when I do these little chords here, these little double stops, I'm doing those on upstrokes. Down, up, 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 down, down, hammer, up. Anyhow, to me, it really gives it more of a groove, and it just makes it easier to play, in my opinion, as well. All right, so there you have it. 3 more fun, not too terribly difficult riffs to play by Boston. So if you like this lesson, be sure to give me a thumbs up and leave a comment down below if you have questions about this or other guitar-related topics. If you've not already done so, please subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of the content that we upload throughout the week. Well, that is all I have for you today. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.